Yo, welcome back to another video. We got the Tyrese Haliburton build. I was gonna upload this tomorrow, but man, after yesterday's game, I could not postpone this video an extra day. It had to go out today. I kind of wish I had it out last night right after the game, but it's all good. I was just like everyone else. I wrote in Knicks win game one, and what a surprise ending that was. Pacers pulled it off. It would have been sick if Haliburton won the game on that three where he did the choke emote. It's all good. They took care of business in overtime. Jalen Brunson went off. Tyrese Haliburton played well. Cat went off. If you missed out on my Jalen Brunson video, check it out. It's on the channel. It's my most recent video before this one. Hey, as always, join the Discord if you have not already. I get rec runs in there. And also follow my Twitch channel. I play on a bunch of random builds. And most of the time, I use these builds I don't have on the channel yet in those streams. So twitch.tv/Healy6, discord.gg/Healy6. Both links are in the description down below. Here's what the attributes look like. Tyrese Haliburton. We went with the 90 layup. You could get the physical finisher. I stretched out the attributes quite a bit to get this. We went with 60 dunks. So you're able to get some dunks. And if you don't end up getting a dunk, most likely you could time a layup. So that's nice. The 40 standing dunks. So you could get standing dunks pretty easily. The shooting. We went with that 93 mid-range. Pretty standard on a lot of my builds. The 83 three-pointer for that bronze limitless. 82 free throw. The playmaking this is where the build shines. We went with 97 pass after the cap breakers. I would have liked 99. I already have a 99 build, but I needed to save some attributes to use elsewhere on the build. And we went 97, so we got Hall of Fame everywhere. That's more than enough. A ball handle, we went with 92, so we get the gold unpluckable. If you don't want to use your cap breakers there, you don't have to. You could like up the 3. You could lower ball handle probably like 1 and then raise the 3-pointer 1 and then just like put your cap breakers there for like 89 3-pointer. Speed with ball 86. The defense not really there. You're going to have someone else in your team with defense. And the physicals, we want the 75 strength for the gold physical finisher. And for this season, I am going to use my cap breaker on the speed, so we get the gold slithery. Looking at the animations, these are the animations I'm using on this build. There's a lot of Haliburton in it with the layup, the go-to shot, the hop jumper. I decided to throw on the motion style, pass style, dribble style, behind the back, hesitation, and step back. I've tried all of them, but this is what I've left on after using this build quite a bit. I tried using this jump shot. It's just way too tough with rhythm shooting, especially dribbling around. Maybe spot up, it could work, but dribbling around, I was getting too many rhythm shots that were like very fast or like very early, good tempo. Like it was just bugging out. So we went with the normal McGrady jump shot I use. I like this a lot. Oscar and Baluba. It helps just like with the height and contest. And visually it just like looks the best for me when I decide to rhythm shoot. And the takeover, I've used a couple. I've used flash on this one, but I wasn't really noticing the speed as much, especially I'm not guarding ball. I'm not guarding the hash. So like I'm pretty much staying around the rim on defensive rebounds. And the extra speed with ball was just okay. So we want to make it rain so we can boost the shooting. If I start cooking in the game, my shooting becomes elite with the mid-range, the 3-pointer, and it does boost my speed in general. Now we are on the gameplay portion. This was like right after the game yesterday. Played a whole bunch of rec games on the Twitch channel. I got 3 games for you. Started out not so great. We do hit a jump shot there, finding the space in the defense. Nice little James Harden cross or combo moves. Gets us to the basket there. Waiting for the screen. We get an easy slip pass. Center's playing way too high. Nice little pass on the hash cut. The 97 pass, pretty good. If you really want, you could go 89 for the Haliburton pass style only. Like going higher than 89, it's just, especially on PG, probably a little overkill. Like it's just for show at that point, in my opinion. But it is cool. You get all the Hall of Fame badges if you want. You can throw some cool alley-oops here and there. You have no control really over them, but you could throw some cool alley-oops at the Hall of Fame versatile visionary. I did like on this build being 6'5". The Jalen Brunson was a 6'2", so a little bit different. You get the McGrady jump shot. You get a sky over people. As I was saying, in this game, or just the gameplay in general, I was just shooting okay. Tough shot right there, though. I was just shooting okay. I was in chuck everything kind of mode. I was trying everything on offense. We're going up against some pretty solid teams here in the rec. And I had an actual lock on me every game. Guys regarding cuts. That's rare. You're playing rec center and you have 4 other people on your team straight up just guarding cuts every time. It makes it tough. So a lot of the pressure was put on me to perform. Me in the center. Nice little heat check shot right there. Up to 18 and 10 in this game. Past the corner. There we go. There's another assist. Passes are zipping. Tyrese Haliburton pass style. Probably the best one in the game. On bigs or guys that rebound, I think Darius Garland's good throwing it off the rebound. But for the most part, Tyrese Haliburton gets you the best animations. And is favorable a lot. Nice little slip right there. You're going to keep putting the center in the pick and roll and playing high as well. Yeah, I'm just going to make you pay. Pass to the corner. We go up 14 points now, up 10 right here. Nice little pass, game over. Hit that shot. I don't have the Hall of Fame dimer right here. This build isn't that old where I have the badges up. And I did not use a bunch of my badge elevators on dimer. I used it on like versatile visionary. And like bailout. Which I didn't do too many bailouts. Maybe because I play on a bunch of builds that I don't really bail out on. So in hindsight, now that I'm doing this voiceover, probably should have tested out a little more to see like exactly how good the bailouts could have been at the 97 pass. I'm just so used to playing with like 78, maybe 85 pass where bailout isn't even there. And like when I make a decision, I just follow through with it. Look at this defense. One of the only defensive clips in this video. Went up against a couple teams with AI players, so that's who I was like guarding on defense. And the other defensive highlights weren't really just highlights. It was just me like being in the right spot. Look at that, wide open. Just being in the right spot, forcing a pass away. Nothing too worthy of showcasing in the video. This is Tyrese Haliburton. It's all about offense with him. We're in the second game here. 7 points, 2 assists start out the game. A little bit of a 5 out. Nice little Tyrese Haliburton step back. We hit the shot. They started out in 2-3 zone. Then they changed to like man. There's a nice oop. Nice finish as well. Kind of looked like a lob layup pass. Ended up not doing that. Look at this ball movement. Back to the corner. Thank you. Great shot out the corner. What do we do right here? Just start dribbling. I had the easy basket there. Decided to play with my food a little bit. We still get a dunk. Nice little James Harden combo there into the layup. I got the 60 dunk. I don't get as many dunks as I like though. It could be the vertical. I only have 54 vertical, so that could be why it's like very picky on when I actually dunk the basketball. But as I said, I got the high layup. So if you don't get a dunk, the high layup is easily there for you to time and convert. The Tyrese Haliburton layup style though, I think I'm going to change it. It's like okay for some animations, but I feel like I'm missing too many ones. Look at that. That was the go-to shot right there. Accidental. I had a rock with it and decided to rhythm shoot it at the end, so that helped out a ton. But back to the layup. I feel like there's just too many easy layups that I was like missing that I have on other builds with like physical finisher. Like this build 6'5", 90 layup. There's a lot of the good layup badges, but I just was not getting as many like favorable ones with the Tyrese Haliburton. I do like the Russell Westbrook one a ton, but this build is 6'5", so I cannot get the Russell Westbrook layup. I've been mixing it up with like Zach LaVine on some builds. I like the Euro steps out of there. I've just been trying to like find a good one that gets high in there. Maybe I've tried out like LeBron. LeBron's kind of like Westbrook, where he just jumps high in the air and then it just ends up being open because you jump higher than everyone on the other team. So I'm definitely gonna have to test it out now that I've done this video. Ooh, look at that. Oh, done this video with a lot of the Tyrese Haliburton animations on, messing around with them. We got a close game here in the second quarter. I got 5 points, 5 assists. Nice little standing dunk. Get right to the rim, hold up on the right stick, get the standing dunk to activate. Pass out to the center. He's like, all right, I'm going to shoot over that defender. I'm 7 feet tall. Nice little wrap. We have a guy go through. Dot. They were not even looking at that. Another cut from the wing. What are you doing in the pick and roll if you aren't going to reach? Nice little 2 on the break. Not shooting the best. We're up to 40% field goal. I think this was one of the Chuck games I had. That's a big 3 that I missed right there. Got to be able to convert that 3. Trying to decide what I want to do here. We go with the quick slip. Not open. I decide to shoot it. Moving. We decided to rhythm shoot. Make it anyways. Drive to the basket. Hit a little late. What do we do right here? I just chuck up a shot. I don't think I wanted that 3, but I decided to go with it. That's one of the situations where it's like, I got bailout. I got to use the bailout there. Look at this. Everyone parts the paint. Easy bucket. Our center went off this game. I don't even think he missed a shot. This little pass back. Should have thrown it to the center there. I got the wide open, maybe. Missed it though. Missed way too many like shots that I should have hit. Nice little slip. See ya, center. Stop playing so high in the pick and roll. You're hurting yourself. We're gonna go with the quick slip here. No, I go with the step back. That's the Tyrese Haliburton step back. We rhythm shoot it. Nice little mid-range there with two-way, by the way, and I have like 99 mid-range there. Miss. That's what I was talking about. I missed too many easy shots. Luckily, my team helped me out this game. I have 12 assists. It doesn't include all the other shots that were made. Like, look at that. Another made shot from the center. Absolutely went off. Tried bounce passing it to the middle there. Didn't end up going. It's all right, though. We do end up with a three-pointer, even though bad mistake with the bounce pass. That's a little dot to the corner. Puts us up 4. And then with a minute to go, call a cut. Sleeping. 2-point game right here. Do a little step back, and I'm like, all right, that's open. Another shot. I have 93-pointer at this point with takeover. Can't miss that. Very bad miss on my end. Almost selling the game for us. Great defensive possession. The other team was down too. Now we got the ball. And that was like their only chance to try to tie up the game. Trying to get a blitz right here. We just end up running down the court. Did not want that 8-second violation. And they just give up the easy 2. So we won the game 73-69. We had to fight back in the second half to win that game. Shout out to my squad that I played with. Yeah, center 31 and 9 did not miss. Huge. Especially seeing the final end game score there. We're at the end of the video though, so if you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe down below. I will catch you in the next one.